Hi everyone, this is Josh and I wanted to show you a few things really quick about posting on the new site. First of all, I want to show you an example of a post. I'm going to use Rosemary's as an example here. And take a look at this. At the bottom of each post there's this about the author, and this will become important later. This is pulled from Rosemary's profile information that she entered in. Actually, I entered in originally, but she's able to edit this, and we'll see this a little bit later. So just take note of this, how at the bottom of each article that you write, you've got this information here, and you can edit this at any time. So if you go to the home page and go to this login in the top left-hand corner, and click on the image here to log in. I set up a freestyle account. The other types of accounts are fairly similar. The profile information here, this is what I was talking about. This is where you would go in and in the biographical info go ahead and modify whatever you need here. If you wanted to make an update, go ahead and make it here. It'll show up on the site. Easy as that. If you go up to the posts section and click on add new, I wanted to show you just kind of how to do a post on the site here. I'm going to go ahead and add a test title, test post, put some content in here. Okay. And let me go ahead and show you how to, first of all, let's say that you've written all of your content, and now we want to do a spell check. Up here there's ABC. Click on that. No misspellings found here. Let me go ahead and simulate what it would look like if there was a misspelling. Okay, ABC. See that it underlined this spelling right here. If I click on that, it'll give me some suggestions and I can modify the spelling that way. Next, I'd like to show you how to add an image. I'm going to click where I'm the mouse cursor where I want the image to be kind of positioned, and then up top here there's an add an image link. Okay, let's just say that I can add an image here. Let's just say I don't really have an image yet. I really liked Flickr.com, and I'll send you a link here. The main thing that you want to make sure is that when you do a search on Flickr, that you're looking under the Creative Commons for commercial work. It doesn't necessarily have to be commercial work actually for the University of California, but I like to do this just to be safe. So let's say that I'm looking for something regarding lessons learned. Alright, here we go. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to click on that. File lessons learned reports here. That looks kind of cool. So I'm going to right click on the image. I'm using Firefox, so it's save image as. It's probably something a little bit different in Internet Explorer. I'm just going to save this to my desktop. Call it lesson learned. Okay. Take note of this right here. In order to use this, you really want to give attribution or credit to the person who took this image, who owns it. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight that, and then I'm going to do a copy, right click, copy, go back to my post. Okay, now let's point it to that file that I just saved to my desktop, and click upload. Alright, and a couple things here. What I like to do is I don't want the height or the width to be more than 300 pixels. Otherwise it gets a little bit too large on the screen. So I usually like to click resize here. I'm going to resize the width to 300. Click resize. Notice 500. Oh, that changed to 300 by 180. In the caption, I like to do photo by. I copied and pasted that. And I'm going to go back to the site on Flickr. Just copy this, and I'm going to paste it into the link URL. That way if somebody clicks on the image, it takes them right to that image on Flickr. So you're making sure that you get full attribution for the person who owns that image. And that makes it really easy to use something like this. Alright, so I did insert into post. You can see I've got my post here and the file shows up just great. Don't worry about anything below the post over here. Don't really need to worry about any of that. But towards the right, take a look at the categories section. Make sure that there's a check in a category that makes sense to you. I'm going to choose lessons learned right there. And then for tags, tags are free form. You can make them whatever you want. Again, for this one, I'm just going to use lesson learned. Looks like that we had some there before. I'm going to go ahead and just click on that. It will populate a list as you're typing, so that you can also choose from it like that. And that's pretty much it. I'm done. So I'm going to hit submit for review. I've already done my spell check. I've added my image, added my category and my tags. Looks good. That's all there is to it. If I go back to edit on the top left here, I can see all the posts on the site. If I go to pending review, then I can see my post right here that I just wrote. You also see other posts, but you can't do anything with those. You can only edit your own post. And that's it. If you guys have any questions with the new site, or if you run into any issues whatsoever, don't hesitate to contact me.